Hey, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, glory, and honor just due to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Makakadash. Kala Halalim, Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Makakadash. Double honors to the apostles, bishops, and elders, and great Muslim of the world, and they flock by example and talking His truth. And Shalom to the Lord's elect. Okay, starting with 144,000. And yeah, man, quick in transit, and I wanted to just touch upon the times that we're in. And well, I was just reasoning with a brother, okay, and he was talking about how 5 years ago, okay, it was a completely different time to the time that we're in now in terms of prophecy. Okay, this is when you're applying the scriptures and the prophecies and you're measuring the time. So the scriptures tell you in 2 Ezra the 9th chapter, measure thou the time diligently in itself. So what's the measuring stick? The scriptures. Okay, we're measuring the times by the prophecies, so that to know what time we're in, to know how close we are to the return of our Lord. Now, one of the major prophecies that has to come to pass, okay, before the return of our Lord is the mark of the beast prophecy in Revelation 13 and 16 on down. Okay, and that prophecy, the mark of the beast, is the microchip implant, where this devil is going to cause, all right, the so-called white man, Esau, the ruling elite, they're going to cause the majority of the people on the planet to take this microchip implant, okay? And the ones that ain't going to take it, all right, are the elect. Now, 5 years ago, to my knowledge, was that 2021, people were not getting chipped in the brain, okay, by the so-called richest man on the earth, okay, Elon Musk, so-called, because he's really the Epstein files tell you that. Him and Bill Gates were going on the islands and begging the elites for money, all right, through Epstein. But that's a whole different topic. But pretty much, they're charity cases, if you will. But these front men, all right, okay, we did with Elon Musk here. He's doing human trials. He's chipping people in the brain. He's doing all sorts, man. So you got meetings in Brussels, meetings around the world talking about the digital IDs and digital currency. Okay, so we're in that time. We're in that time where very soon they're going to cause it so that everyone has to take the microchip implant. Okay, and you're going to be seeing people queuing up outside chipping stations, just like they did for the C19. Okay, but this time for the microchip, and they're going to be getting it, man. All right, and you're going to see that prophecy come to its full fruition, and we're very close to that. Because like I said, 5 years ago, there weren't no human trials and people getting chipped in the brain. That wasn't happening. Okay? It's going to be happening en masse. Now, while that's happening, you've also got all the uproars of the people in the world. Okay? And you've got the conflicts in the Middle East. Now, one of the major conflicts, okay, is the escalation that's been happening between America and Iran and Israel. Okay? Because that's all part of prophecy. It states that Israel is the least of the flock shall draw them out. Okay? Meaning what? They're going to make America come into a war in the Middle East. Alright, and that's going to cause World War III. Because right now, Iran, their backers are two other superpowers. Okay? You got Russia and you got China. Now, those are the big players on the earth. Okay, Russia and America and China, and pretty much, that shows again what time we're in, because we're seeing more and more escalation in the Middle East. The Apostle Paul has been saying for years, keep your eye on the Middle East, because that's the start of World War III, that's Armageddon. Okay, now, Habakkuk, the 2nd chapter, tells you right? Let me remember if I can paraphrase it correctly. Wait for it. Okay, it shall not tarry, it shall surely come to pass. Roughly paraphrasing. Okay, in the end it shall speak. So these prophecies are showing themselves, they're speaking, man. And that's how we're measuring the time that we're in. Okay, we ain't gonna be here for no 20, 30 years, okay? For 10 years, we ain't gonna be here for that long, okay? Any time now, this devil is gonna pull the plug on this place, okay? And, you know, it's gonna be all out chaos, all right? And there's been some major, even amongst the elites, there's been some major changes, man, all right? You had Evelyn, you had, Evelyn has passed away, the Queen, okay? You had the Prince Andrew situation and the Epstein file situation, so they're basically revealing themselves in the end, all right? Which that fits in with Albert Pike's letter to Mazzini, all right? Where they're gonna bring out that pure Luciferian doctrine, okay? They're gonna show what they're really about, okay? And do their wickedness openly. That's what they want to do. So everything's going according to the prophecies, man. Okay, everything's going according to plan, if you will. So this has already been predetermined. So, hey, that shows you the time we're in, okay? Being as pilgrims upon the earth, okay, the power of prayer, okay, the unity of brethren, okay, keeping our eyes on what's going on in the world, okay, the news, and constantly reporting it so the elect can hear it and be warned. That's the time that we're in, okay? And it's very close. So for those out there that are, you know, removing that day far off, you know, saying, you know, you got people out there that used to say stuff like, you be talking about World War III, they be like, not in our lifetime. But they ain't saying that now, are they? Because it's a very, very real possibility, man. Alright? But we, of the household of faith, we knew that. Okay? We knew that we ain't going to be here for no long period of time, because we're at the end. Okay? The Lord's speeding things up. The word's out there. Okay? The elect's been sealed. We're there. We're at the door, man. So, hey, you know, just a quick message to say, that's how we're measuring the time. And, you know, so to say, watch as well as pray. You know, keep praying, keep watching, and just be ready, because, hey, the Lord has given us the heads up. We're not in darkness, we're in light. Okay, we can see what's going on. Okay, so that day isn't going to take us as a thief in the night when the Lord returns. But for the people out there that weren't seeing it coming, I think it's going to take them as a thief in the night. All right. People see them in chariots, people see what's going on, they're going to be having heart attacks. Men's hearts failing them for fear. So that's the time we're in, man. All right. Anyway, yeah, I just want to quickly touch upon that. Lord, it was edifying. All right, just a quick in transit. With that, man, I'm going to say shalom. Shalom to the Lord's elect.